Alright, hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Today's motovlog is going to be about modifications to your motorcycle. This is kind of a weird one because, as you can tell, I don't have very many mods on my motorcycle. But I've been doing some research and figuring out like what kind of stuff I want to do. I've kind of decided one thing. You guys have heard my motovlogs on me looking for a new bike. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend about less than $1,000 on this bike and see how capable it is in terms of off-road, in terms of distance riding. I know it's not going to be a lot of fun, but I've been looking at a lot of budget mods and a lot of mods that are modifications that are really, you know, they're little things, but they can greatly increase your comfort and your performance. So I was looking at cheap mods, I was looking at expensive mods, and, you know, I'll just go ahead and like go over some of the stuff that I want to do and some of the stuff I plan on doing. First things first, I've already ordered one new part, well actually a set of new parts for this bike. So you are going to actually see this bike transform, assuming I decide to go ahead and stick with this. But the first thing that I'm going to get is some Barkbuster handguards. I know Barkbuster is like a trademark name, but I got a different name. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's like Acerbus. A-C-E-R-I-B-S-B-I-S-B-U-S. I don't know. Acerbus handguards. They're like $70 from Amazon. They should be coming in tomorrow. So within the next week or so, you should be able to check out how to install some handguards style video. It should be pretty simple. I mean, they just kind of latch on, but you know, I didn't think that guy was gonna move, so I honked him. They should be pretty simple to install. You do have to cut your grips, but in terms of riding with the XT, this is my stock set of levers, clutch and brake lever, and I've bent them because when I went off-roading or even in parking lots when I've just been dumb, I've dropped my bike and I've bent levers. I haven't broken them yet, but I bent them, the perches get all messed up, and you know, like everything kind of gets a little bit out of whack like this. Like you can tell, like look at where my mirrors actually come up. This one's like kind of cocked this way, that one's kind of cocked the other way. I'm actually not even sure how they go anymore, but you know, they're a little bit messed up. I've had to bend my levers a couple of times, but when it does get cold or when you're off-roading, those handguards really keep the wind off your hands, and they also keep your knuckles from getting hit too much from debris. They keep your levers from getting bent when you drop the bike, and they also keep your levers from getting hit from like trees and brush and other riders. So hopefully that's going to help me out a little bit. It's going to cut down on the I say too much, but it's going to cut down on fatigue when it comes to riding off-road and stuff like that. And it's a safety feature, so I didn't have any trouble spending, you know, $70 on them. The next thing I'm probably going to do after that is a K&N air filter. Usually that's about $20, $20 to $25, and I'll probably do a video on how to install that, how to remove and reinstall an air filter and stuff like that. A big one that I plan on doing is the FMF PowerCore 4. It's a slip-on exhaust. They say with the K&N air filter you gain like, I think like half a horsepower or something like that, 1 horsepower. But really I want it for the sound, because my bike is honestly way too quiet for the amount of lane splitting that I do. And a lot of people don't actually hear my bike going past them, let alone when it's behind them, riding and stuff like that. Another thing that I'm going to do, speaking of mirrors, is I'm going to change the mirrors to probably some fold-out ones. I might get rid of the right-hand mirror, but I'm not too sure. I'll think about that one, because I did drop this bike one time and I messed up my right-hand mirror, so that's probably why I haven't adjusted it, because I cracked that little nut that's on there, that retaining nut. Another thing that I want to do is a windshield, a small one at least. I don't want one of those huge touring windshields, because when they get dirty, they decrease your visibility and it just looks kind of tacky anyways. But I'm definitely going to try that. In terms of luggage, I'm going to get a tank bag sometime later in the week, I think, from Chaparral Motorsports, depending on what I can find there. I plan on doing a fender, pretty much a fender toolkit and a rear tank bag. I also plan on doing a rear luggage rack from Happy Trails, considering they're the only people who actually make the luggage rack. I know this is like a very XT250 specific, a very XT250 specific video instead of my normal, like, just kind of lifestyle motovlog. But really, I do want to do some changes. I want to expand the channel, and I want to do some modifications and see how it goes, because there's not a lot of YouTube videos right now on the XT250 on basic modifications or installation videos or modification, or I already said that, but not too many people have that. I was thinking about doing some new tires, but these still got plenty of life on them. They're the knockoff of the TKC 80s. I can't remember who they're made by. I think they're made by Shinko, Chinese tire, but they've lasted me pretty long. They're doing a really good job. I went off-roading a little bit a couple days ago, and they perform well enough. DOT approved. I also, one more important thing, I want to do a headlight mod. I want to do the LED headlight, because this bike's headlight sucks nuts. So a couple of the guys at the shop were saying, hey, the install is pretty easy on almost every single bike. You just find what kind of bulb housing you have, and people make plenty of drop-in kits for them. You might have to do a little bit of cutting to get some room back there for it to fit. But I have found a company that I might want to go with. Their 3,800 lumen bulb is out, so I might just go with the crazy bright 7,000 lumen and then just blind everyone. But the thing is with that, with a brighter LED bulb, you also have to take into consideration what your power draw is, because your bike, my bike, your bike too, might not be set up for that extra voltage or that change in voltage, depending on what light you're swapping out of and swapping into, or what light array you're going into if you're going to go more than one light, which I kind of want to do too. Like, it would be cool to have, you know, an LED light bar on here, like a 6 LED or something like that, that throws a ton of light, just in case I do get caught out at night during some off-roading expeditions. But really, the big thing that I want to do is I want to get this thing really worthy of going off-road for a long distance, just in case if I have to, you know, just in case of my curiosity puts me into that situation, I'm going to be able to do it. And I hope you guys enjoy the videos along the way. Honestly, that guy's about to smoosh into me. Honestly, it should be a fun time. I'm going to try to keep it pretty cheap. I'm going to post all the links in the description of all the stuff that I want to buy, and all the stuff that I plan on buying. And I don't know if I want to do that, because I don't know if I'm going to get them anyways. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Until next time, peace out.